Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm doing pretty well here. Looks like Ursa's here. How you doing, Ursa? Marines and Army mom, how you doing? Appreciate you guys coming in tonight. Hey Cole, how are you? Appreciate you being here tonight. Yeah, I've got a lot to cover tonight. I know it's been a minute. Sorry if the quality's a little grainy on here. I had to set it up on my Chromebook because I was wanting to do the bargain segment tonight so I can share the screen. I'm in the house tonight. I'm not camping, as you can see, but I got a lot of things that's changed. I'm gonna wait for a little bit here and let some more people get in here. But yeah, as everybody knows, I've had a lot of things going on. First of all, there's I picked few that know, but I have a granddaughter, one and only granddaughter. She's 2 years old. She's been fighting leukemia, and I've been really got to go up and see her a couple weeks ago, and she's up in St. Louis. So I appreciate the prayers. Just been really hectic here lately, but yeah, I just appreciate you guys keeping praying for her. She's on her final bone marrow transplant. Well, she did get her final bone marrow transplant, and so it's a waiting game from here on. So I just keep her in your prayers. I appreciate that. That was a big thing at first, and wait a few more minutes here. Hey, Woodsman, appreciate you coming in, brother. On the phone, I understand. Tell me if the quality is really horrible or not. Like I said, I got it all set up real quick on my Chromebook, so it's not the best option, but I'm sure it'll be fine to get through this one here. But yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging around and coming in tonight. Hopefully, I'll get back on a regular schedule here real soon and do some camp outs. The weather's been really nice this week. Really good fall weather coming into summer, beginning of fall. So I'm looking forward to it. Hey, CNT, how are you? I'm good. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being here, guys. Woodsman. But yeah, the next thing I want to ready. The biggest and the most special reason we've been so busy is I want everybody to meet my little baby boy. Me and my wife had a wonderful baby boy. As some of you guys know, I've had a really rough last 18 months, 2 years almost, with my family. My wife and I have been trying for quite a few years, and this is our little miracle. So Edward William, he's named after Edward is my wife's father, and William is my dad's middle name. And we're going to call him Little Will. But like I said, we've been trying for years, and it's been a miracle. We're so happy to have him, but oh, he's so precious. Oh, what's up, buddy? Here, come here. Come here and say hi. Gonna wake up? Oh, he's not gonna wake up. Today he is 12 days old. He weighed 8 pounds, 9 ounces. He was 21 inches long. We had him on September 10th at 10 a.m. But yeah, it was really rough losing my dad. And then 6 months later, I lost my mom. And then another 6 months later, we lost Ashley's dad. And then in the midst of all of that, um, in the midst of all that, this little man was conceived and in a miracle, and it just happened, out of, sorry guys, it just goes to show you God's grace and mercy in the midst of tragedy. There's always something that good comes from it, and this little miracle definitely is the best gift that we could have got, and our family is so proud of him. I know our parents are proud and looking upon him and happy. He's so precious. He's of course he sleeps all the time, but this is the main reason, and a good reason. Um, I've stepped aside for a while. He's precious. Like I said, he's 12 days old. We're gonna call him Will. He's such a good baby. But yeah, this is the good news, the best news. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, he's just a little precious fella. He's got perfect complexion. He looks a lot like his mama. Looks a lot like his grandpa's. Looks like he's gonna have blue eyes. He's got a lot of hair, as you can tell. Got a lot of hair, and appreciate it, Mom. I really do. I appreciate it. Hello, little Will. Cole says hi. You gonna say hi? My fellow camper. We're excited to go camping as a family soon. That'll be awesome. Maybe I can get him a little gear hammock and put him up above me and camp with me when he's ready for the first time. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm very happy to show our little miracle. Yeah, like I said, we've been trying for how long? 9 years. We've had 3 miscarriages. Yeah, just when you not just give up, but just life moved on and life got busy and with our parents, and not that we gave up, but as soon as it was off so much of our focus, that's when this little miracle came. We're so blessed. But yeah, I wanted to share them with you guys. I wanted to keep him on here for a little longer, but as you can see, he's sleeping, being 12 days old. That's what they do. But when I went to see my granddaughter in St. Louis, my daughter's like, she just looked at me and smiled. Hell, he's smiling. I don't know if you've seen that, but she's like, "Hey, Dad," and we kept it a secret from the family, the gender and the name both. So it was a surprise to all of us. So we were happy to have a little boy. We would have been happy either way. If we would have had a little girl, it would have been Lily Marie after my mom. But it was a little baby boy. Couldn't be happier. But getting to what I was going to say is my daughter, when I went up to see her, it was right before he was born. And she goes, "Dad, it's been almost 20 years since you've had a kid." She turns 20, my youngest daughter. Will's my youngest now, but prior, my daughter turns 20 November 11th. So, yeah, she was excited to have a baby brother. And then my daughter's brother, DJ, is excited. He's got to meet him already. So they're pretty happy to have a little brother. I can't wait. Any day now, my daughter and granddaughter get to move to an extended stay. After the bone marrow transplant, they got to stay within 50 miles from the hospital for 100 days before they can get discharged to come home. So be praying that she stays in remission and God will heal her. His will, I know it's his will. We got to accept whatever happens. But this is pretty much the last thing they can do for her. So I'm hoping for a speedy recovery and her to be able to come home soon so she can meet her. This is her uncle, actually, and my granddaughter's his niece. It's kind of odd, but that's awesome. I can't wait till they can meet and play together and grow up together. She, like I said, she's 2. She'll be 3 February. And so my daughter, we're gonna take, as soon as they get an extended stay, we're gonna take him up, and so my daughter and granddaughter can meet him. So, but like I said, yeah, I appreciate continued prayers. And little Will, of course, is healthy and happy, and Mama's healthy and happy. That's all we can ask. So I wanted to show this little bundle of joy to you guys. I could hold him the whole time, the whole live, but I'm going to hand him back over to Mama so he can rest. He's smiling a little bit. But yeah, little Edward William. Say hi, buddy. Maybe as he grows up, he can be on lives with Daddy. I love you, sugar. Love you, buddy. He's so cute, little onesie. He's so cute. Here, Mama. Love you, buddy. But yeah, that's I think that's a pretty good reason to take some time off. My wife had a really good pregnancy. It was really good. Like I said, in the midst of all the hard times that we've had, and she was pregnant the whole time. We were there with her dad and helping her mom. And we didn't know she was even pregnant. There's a lot of story behind all that. I'm not getting into that, but it was a surprise. And I'm so glad it happened the way it did. All things happen for a reason. So, but yeah, we're happy. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in. And yeah, he's such a little bundle of joy. We're so blessed to have him. Thankful for everybody still hanging around and being there. Prayers for speedy recovery. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate that. Good night, little Will. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Of course, he's eating every 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 ounces. He's right on schedule. We got an appointment this Friday for his 2-week appointment, and they expect him to be back up to his birth weight by then, which I think he will, or probably be a little bit above. He's eating pretty good. He looks like he's gaining a little more weight. I think yesterday his umbilical cord fell off, so he's growing up quickly, too quickly. Yeah, like I said, 12 days old today, so it's awesome. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I've got so much to talk about and go over. Like I said, I'm planning on getting back on somewhat of a schedule. I'm going to try to do, I don't know if I can get back on once a week yet, but I'd like to, if I don't do camps and videos, I'm definitely wanting to try to sneak a live in as much as at least once a week if I can, or once every other week. Not going to set any promises yet with little Will. My wife's got maternity leave for a while, or some time off until hopefully the 1st of December. So we're going to both be off together, and hopefully I can get some camps in and some more lives in. But we'll see how it goes. He's sleeping pretty good. Like I said, he's up every 2 to 3 hours for feeding. So, and as he gets older and has a bigger appetite and sleeps longer, you know how that is with little ones. And little Will updates, of course. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the joy of this and doing lives, even as you guys can see him progress as he ages, and do like 1 month and keep up with that. He's so much fun and such a good little baby. We went to his first outing. Was that yesterday? Saturday, I guess. We went Saturday to a little town. It's about 20 miles from here, west of here, a little fall festival, Apple Fest they call it, and that was good. He had a good time. It was perfect weather. Took Grandma out with him, and we had a really good time. So he was really good and did really good. but that was his farthest trip after he's been born. So, of course, his very first outing was the Monday after we was released from the hospital, his first checkup at his pediatrician, which I guess I don't really count, but, and then, yeah, that was his first actual outing. So we had a good time, real good time. I don't know if you can all see, but I actually got one of my t-shirts, pretty good quality, real soft. And I got a sample from Teespring, trying to sample everything to make sure it's good quality. But yeah, I sent one to my brother and he really liked it. So he's down in Texas. Hope everybody's doing well. I've got a lot of catching up on people's channels. I tried to catch some here or there and watch some videos and do a few commenting, but I tried to stay off social media as much as possible. I'm not going to stay up too terribly long tonight. I'm not going to stay on real long because of Will, of course. I'm in the house. I'm hoping to do a video and maybe do another live at camp soon. If nothing else, I can do it here at base camp, but I'd like to get out and do a live at camp, or at least another video soon. It's been a good minute since I've got to do a video. Yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing, CNT? I haven't talked to you guys in forever, it seems. I caught Marines and Army Mom on, I think, at Hammock Mountains Live. Couple of you I've spoke a couple words to here or there on a couple lives I got in on. Mainly's live I got in on the other night. My first full, I think, live of his I've been on for quite a while. It was good to catch up with some of them that were in there. But yeah, I'm going to do the bargain segment tonight. Kind of why I got on the Chromebook. I know it's not the best quality. It's a little grainy, it looks like, but I didn't have time to set it up on our other laptop. And I'm in the house, so I didn't want to use the tablet and do all that like I did at camp. So I'll start that here in a minute, do the segment. But you see me all over. Yeah, I was in bits and pieces of, let's see here. I was in Tony's, I think, one of Tony's for a while. I usually didn't catch all of them, maybe the whole length of them. Like Mainly's, I didn't catch all of it. Hammock Mountains, I caught his was pretty short, so I caught I think both of his little ones here lately. I was in one of Sam's. I think Sam's, trying to remember which live I caught of his. I was in one of his. But yeah, I tried to hit a few here or there, but I just couldn't stay consistent on. I've got, like, everybody, one of you got so many people you follow, and it's hard to keep up with everybody when you've got so many that you follow, that you subscribe to. So it is so hard. And like I said, it's, everybody knows with the newborn, it's, especially now, it's hard to stay consistent. When my wife's off, I want us to be concentrated on us as a family and little Will right now. But while she's off, I thought it'd be a good chance, and the weather's good to do a camp. I don't know if I'm going to get on the every Monday night live yet. That'd probably be the easiest thing for me to do right now, is start doing lives again, even if I do at base camp and out at the other campsite that I go to. What is a good distance between trees for 11-foot hammock? I personally like about 16 foot, 16 to 20, depending. Really depends on the length of your tree straps that you have. But my favorite soft spot for mine is 16 foot. 16 or 17 is pretty good for me. And it's going to vary for each person. I mean, each person can really 15 or 16 to, between 15 and 20 feet pretty much anybody can hang if you've got a permanent ridge line that you can adjust. Permanent ridge line is good because once you set your permanent ridge line, it's going to hang the same no matter the length of trees that you have. So if you don't have a ridge line, a whippy sling ridge line or whatever that you can adjust, then you're going to have to play with the distance, and you may not get the same hang every time if the trees are too far apart. So, yeah, it really depends on what kind of hammock you have. That's a good question, Woodsman. But like me personally, I say around 16 foot. But like I said, it depends on your hammock, depends on the size. I've got a 12 and 11 foot. And then I've got a couple 10.5 foot or like 10-foot hammocks. I put permanent ridge lines on all of them so I could get the same type of a lay. It's just my longer hammocks are wider. Just like my one wind is an extra wide. So yeah, I would say around 16 foot would be a good starting point for you, Woodsman. I understand that 100%. So many awesome people watch. Yeah, especially in this community. I mean, I went through on my time off, I did go through and went through a lot of channels that I just can't support because, I mean, there's just too many. I was getting, you feel bad when you're alive, somebody's live or whatever, and somebody says, hey, I subscribe to you, and then you feel obligated to subscribe back to him. You check out the channel, and it's just not your cup of tea. And I understand, not everybody's channel's everybody's cup of tea, and you don't need to stay subscribed to everybody if you're not going to support the channel. It really doesn't help them. I guess it does as far as getting the subscribers, but if they're not helping get your watch hours, it's not the best thing, I guess. I enjoy base camp idea. Can make appearance and go inside if needed. Yeah, for sure. That's one good thing about having a camp here on property that, he can come out there for a bit and hang out and say hello. I can't wait till I don't want to get too far ahead, but, when he starts walking and chasing the dogs, all the things you dream about as parents, and going camping with mom and dad and the dogs, he's going to have a blast. I think I found a couple trees in my private campsite. That's awesome. Oh, that's right. You did get a hammock given to you. I remember that, Woodsman. It's going to be awesome to see you starting to do some camps out there too. That would be a lot of fun. So great question for you, 210. How's it feeling changing diapers again? After 20 years, yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, I've changed my nieces and nephews and obviously my granddaughter, we had her after she was born for several months. So it hadn't been 20 years since I changed a diaper, but it had been year and a half. So it hadn't been too terribly long since I changed a diaper. So, but still, yeah, it's like riding a bike. I told my wife, I said, it's like riding a bike, just comes second nature. But it feels good. I mean, it's the feedings, we're just still in awe. It's hard to believe no child's perfect, but if one could be perfect, he's pretty perfect. I mean, he's very healthy. In our ages, we're not young, and my wife had high blood pressure, but her pregnancy went great. She didn't have any issues really. Will didn't have any issues. The labor went. I mean, they had to induce her early because of her high blood pressure, but during the labor, it was low, the lowest it's been in years. So God's good, man. Everything we prayed for and asked for, it went smoothly. So we couldn't ask for more. Good question, Cole. Yeah, I don't mind changing diapers at all. Do you have a clue on how to do the ridge line stuff either? don't have. Yeah, the best thing to do is go like you can go to any of the websites like One Win. You can get a Whoopee Sling Ridgeline from them for it's like $20-some. It's not much, and it's really nice. So I would, or if you have some tarred bank line, I made a couple for my cheaper hammocks out of tarred bank line. They're adjustable, but you have to adjust them yourself. They're not like a Whoopee Sling that you can, if you can go on Shug's channel and look at his Whoopee Sling Ridgeline videos. Yeah, I would recommend anybody get a Whoopee Sling Ridgeline only because they're so nice. They're easy to adjust. They're really inexpensive. And the One Win website, they sell it for the 11 and the 12-foot hammock already pre-made. So you just have to add it to it. But you could see there's a lot of videos here on YouTube adding a Whoopee Sling or just a permanent ridgeline to your hammock. So I go from the carabiner to carabiner if you've got a carabiner on there, or if you got a buckle system like One Wind or Hanging High Hammock, you just go from the buckle. Or no, the One Wind and the Hanging High goes to the bottom of the Amsteel. Up above the hammock is where they attach there. I mean, you could, I guess, attach it to the base of the buckle, but it would pull it from one side to the other. So like on my Magellan hammocks from Academy, I just attach it to the bottom loop of the carabiner on each end, and it works really good. But you have to get your like 35 degree angle on each side, and then you got to go across and attach it. It wouldn't be adjustable like if you used tarred bank line, or I wouldn't use like paracord because paracord stretches too much. I would use Amsteel or tarred bank line or something that don't have high stretch. But as cheap as the Whoopee Sling ridge lines from One Win, I'd go that route. Or better yet, if you go to Hanging High Hammocks and see Trevor, he's got the Whoopee Slings on his website too. I'm not 100% positive how much they are. I can look here in a minute. But yeah. Thank you, CNT. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up and subscribe, I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. I appreciate every one of you being here tonight. Hey, Sam. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've been on, and I got a lot of catching up to do. I know you've got a lot of videos out. I don't know if you've seen my son earlier. If you haven't, you might want to go into watch the first part of my video. Main reason I've been out is my wife and I had a little baby boy, so his name's Will. I'm glad you came in, Sam. Appreciate you. Yeah, I've got several of your videos I need to catch up on. So, but yeah, the main reason I've been off for a while, and of course my granddaughter. Appreciate everybody's prayers and concerns and messages that I've gotten. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we kept it a secret. I wanted to kind of wait until he was born so we'd know if it was a boy or girl. Health and wealth. Yep, absolutely. Couldn't ask for a better baby. He's a really good boy. He was 8 pounds, 9 ounces, 21 inches long, born September 10th on my oldest brother's birthday, by the way. So it was a happy birthday present from my brother, the older brother. So, yeah, he was pretty happy. Yep, at 10 a.m. on September 10th. So he's 12 days old. So, yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, it's been, November 11th would have been 20 years since I've been a daddy. So, been a granddad, but grandpa's always is really special too. My little granddaughter, she's so full of energy. I mean, bless her heart with going through leukemia like this. It, of course, is, she lost her hair and she's tired a lot, but she still has that energy and she just makes your heart melt. She's a precious, precious girl. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Sam. I do. I appreciate everybody. Um, it's really nice to see everybody and catch up with a few that I've got to here in the last week or so. Yeah, I appreciate it, Sam. Yeah, we've been kind of keeping that on the download too. She did do her final bone marrow transplant, so she's got 100 days. She's in remission, and she's got 100 days to stay up by the hospital before they'll release her, discharge her. So, yeah, we need lots of positive thoughts and prayers for her that she can get to come home soon. So they're up in St. Louis. So, yeah, I appreciate it all. But yeah, I'm going to set up here and start the bargain segment nonstop. Yeah, between my granddaughter, and we're excited that here after they get transferred, after her transplant, she gets to go to extended stay for that 100 days. So once she gets transferred over to extended stay, we're going to take her up there so she can meet little Will. It's kind of ironic. My granddaughter, Will's her uncle, and that's his niece. So they'll get to meet each other soon. And of course, my daughter hasn't got to meet her brother yet. So she's looking forward to that. Her brother, my son, David Jr., got to meet his brother last week. So that was exciting, real exciting. So lots of good news. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to stay on too terribly late. So I think I'm going to get into the bargain segment here. I'm going to keep that going. I really enjoy doing that. I'm a really bargain hunter myself. I always like getting bargains. So let's see if here, can you guys see that okay? I'll give you a few minutes to catch up here, a few seconds to see if you can see that okay. I've got my tablet here so I can read the fine print. If you can't read the writing, as long as you can see that, obviously that's a Coleman tent, 8-person darkening Coleman tent with a screened-in porch. This is from Walmart, obviously. I just pick random ones. Not all of them are on sale, but they're usually good prices or something I deem that are good for car camping, family camping, hammocks. It's just random stuff, but it's all based on outdoor stuff, and I want to give everybody good deals. I don't know if you guys can let me know if you can see that picture of the tent okay. I don't know if you can read any of it or not. I know the quality on this laptop's not very good. But at least with StreamYard, I can share these screenshots. But it takes quite a bit just to go through all the websites and find deals and screenshot them and put it together in a file that I can share. So, but yeah, this tent here is $137. It's normally $229. Super good deal. It's a 4.1 on the reviews, 4.1 out of 5 stars. So I've never used this. I usually go by reviews anyways when I'm buying stuff. Can't read it, but can see the tent. Okay, I figured it wasn't a very good quality, and you probably couldn't read the writing. But yeah, it's an 8-person darkened room dome tent with screened-in porch, which is pretty cool. But $137 for that. That's a killer deal. If you're looking for a tent for family to go camping, I would highly suggest that. It's $91 off. So super good deal. The next one, let's see here. I got to bring up my next one is another tent. Did I skip one? Oh, next one. I guess I could have stated tent, but this little stove is a good deal. I've got one kind of like it. $29.97. It's not on sale, but it's at Walmart as well. Coleman brand as well. Butane only. Some of these little stoves are butane and propane, but this one's like the one I have is just butane only. $29.97. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. If anybody's needing a little stove. Got to go, brother. God bless. Text me anytime. I will, Sam. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Hope you're doing well too. I'll definitely shoot you a text here soon and catch up. And I've got, like I said, I got to catch up on your last 2 stealth camps. So I'm excited to do that. And I want to see your live that I missed. Have a good night, brother. All right. Yeah, that little stove's a nice little stove. So if anybody, that'd be good for car camping or whatever, or overlanding. Next item is Coleman 4-person instant tent. It's at Walmart as well. All 3 of these are at Walmart. Let's see here. It's instant setup, which is really cool. There's a couple of people on YouTube that I watch regularly that have this tent, so they highly recommend it. 4.1 on the reviews on it as well. And it's normally $199, and it's on sale for $128. Pretty good deal. So end of summer, you can catch good deals on camping gear. So kind of like Christmas, at the end of Christmas, it's a good time to buy some camping gear. I'm trying to pass off little deals so people can save up and get gear. And I know you can't see down at the bottom down here, but down here, if you use OnePay or like Klarna or something, you can pay interest-free payments, break it up into like 4 payments, save money and not have to put it on a credit card or anything, so people can, save up and get camping gear a little at a time. So no shame in that. But yeah, 4-person Coleman instant tent, $128, normally $200. So you save $71. I thought that was a really good bargain and a good deal. I don't know what you guys think. Hey, Randy, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Are we still live? Yes, we are, Randy. Appreciate you coming in, man. I know you're busy right now, too. Yep, that's awesome. But yeah, that tent's a really good bargain. $128 instant tent's really cool for car camping. Next item up, another tent. It's a 12-person huge tent. They actually have the 10-person and the 12-person. This price here is $267 for a 12-person huge tent. Coleman as well. It's normally $389.99. So with tax, you're looking at close to $400 normally. That would be a huge tip for like a family of 4 or even 6. Really big tent. I thought that was a great buy. The 10-person's more. It's at $289.99. So you might as well get the 12-person at $267. I thought that was crazy. You save $122.99. Good looking tent. Obviously, it's for car camping too, but yeah, good deal. Real good deal. I don't know what you guys think about those tents, but Coleman usually puts out a pretty decent product. It's really good to see you, Randy. I was glad to catch you on your live. We definitely need to go kayak camping and stuff. I don't know if we could get it done before you move or not, but we need to get together and talk about it and try to get one done here soon. Next item, if anybody's looking for a power bank, this is a killer deal. This is the EcoFlow Delta 2 Lite, 950 watt hours, 1800 watt AC output. Pretty nice size power bank. Like I said, this is the 190,000 milliamp is $419. It's normally $899. So it's over half off. You save $480 on this EcoFlow 5-year warranty. It's a really nice battery bank. It's got 4.7 on the reviews out of 5-star. EcoFlow is a really good brand, highly favored in the outdoor community. I know several people has this one here. I think Lefty on Bull Shoals has this exact same one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we definitely need to do a camp, Randy, for sure. Well, well, it's Mr. Mainley in the room. He's back in action. Yeah, sorry the picture's kind of grainy. I'm on my Chromebook tonight. I didn't have time to set up everything and couldn't go out and camp because I wanted to show you guys. All missed the surprise that I showed earlier. You guys will have to catch earlier in the video. I guess I could show them again. Are you holding them still, hon? Okay, I can go get them and bring them here. I'll stop the bargain real quick. I'll have my wife bring back somebody that I want you guys to see, especially you guys, all of you. But I'm gonna take off here, go back full screen. It's pretty grainy, but I think Randy was about the only one that knew out of everybody. I felt bad, but I want you guys to meet my son. This is little Will. His name is Edward William. He was named after my wife's father's Edward, and William was my dad's middle name. As most of you know, I shared in a few lives. We lost both of our dads and my mom and dad last year, and her dad this year. So yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I've been out for a while. He was born September 10th on my oldest brother's birthday. Little Will, he was 8 pounds 9 ounces, 21 inches long. Happy, healthy little baby boy. It's been a minute since I've been a daddy, and he's such a miracle. Such a miracle. I appreciate your prayers. And everybody's like, why'd you keep it such a secret? Because he was a secret, his gender, his name, everything till birth, even for us. Of course, we knew we had names picked out before he was born, but nobody except my wife and I knew his names, but none of us knew the gender. So I was waiting until he was born so I could tell everybody whether it was a boy or girl and introduce you to him. But sweet little baby. But yeah, my youngest daughter Pryor turns 20 November 11th, and she's like, hey, Dad, it's been almost 20 years since you've been a dad. Grandpa don't count. I do have a granddaughter. But yeah, thank you, Mainly. He's such a joy, such a good little boy. But yeah, he goes for his 2-week doctor checkup this coming Friday, so he's doing good, sleeping good, as you can tell. Newborns, he's 12 days old today. Are you gonna say hi to everybody? You gonna say hi to everybody? Look like me? Okay, you wanna go back to Mama? Come on back to Mama. But yeah, that's sweet Will. I figured I'd let you guys see him. Thank you, Mainly. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. What? Yep. We've been trying for 9 years, my wife and I, and we've had 2 miscarriages, well, 3, but our first miscarriage when we first got together was in 17, and then 19 we lost a set of twins. So it's been really hard. He was our miracle. Such an awesome blessing. It's so good, so good and humbling to be a dad again, and to have such a precious bundle of joy. He's amazing. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up on comments. Hi, Will. Thank goodness he looks like Mama. Randy said he's thankful it looks like Mama. He's a sweet boy. His coloring is so good. And I wish I was on my phone so you could see him a little bit better. I know this is kind of a grainy looking picture, but it is. But he's a super cute, good baby. That's incredible. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the prayers and all the comments and concerns. And we just wanted to keep a surprise to everybody until he was here. And so looking forward to getting to go out and do family camp together. And like I said earlier, his first outing, we took him to a fall festival, Apple Fest, little fall festival in a little town about 20 miles west of here, and one I grew up going to. But yeah, we had a good time. It was nice weather, and he did really good. So it's been fun. Congratulations to the wife too. Well, she appreciates that too. Yeah, you thought you won the lottery. I wish. Yeah, no. Well, it's better than the lottery. Definitely priceless. I mean, he's just no baby's perfect, but we couldn't have. It's definitely God, and we definitely couldn't have made anything that beautiful ourselves. And his complexion, he had a whole full head of hair, very healthy. Mama had a really good pregnancy and delivery. She's healthy, and she still has pains and doing well, but slow but surely. Like I said, this Friday, Will's 2-week checkup is this Friday, so he should be back to his birth weight. So they usually lose 10 to 11% of their weight after they're born, but they expect them to be back up at least to their birth weight 2 weeks later. Yep. Yeah, that you guys are a blessing. Appreciate all the prayers. Like I said, that God's good, and everything. We're not young spring chickens anymore, so most of you know how old I am, but most of you don't. I'll be 51 this year, so we're not young, but it couldn't have went better. All praise to Jesus for that, because it couldn't have happened as well as it did and the way it did without him. So we appreciate it. Yeah, you like the shirt, Randy? Yeah, I got a sample of my shirts from that are on my channel. Good quality, real good premium quality soft shirt. I got one for my brother and sent him, and got one for my wife. So if anybody wants a t-shirt, man, you can get one. I can actually vouch for them. They pretty decent looking shirt. Thanks, Randy. Hey, 210. Hey, Outdoors with Den. You just missed my good news. I don't know if you've seen my son, but that's the reason I've been on hiatus for a while. My granddaughter has leukemia, obviously. I know Randy knew that. But yeah, my granddaughter plus mainly is, getting ready for my baby being born. So there's a lot of work on getting the nursery ready, and just buying things and getting, shopping and taking mama to her appointments and, all that. Deals on tents to deals on diapers. Yeah, I might start putting some baby stuff on the list too. Yeah, we definitely we found a really nice it's called Once Upon a Child. It's a secondhand store. They got new stuff there too, but they got a lot of nice secondhand baby clothes and stuff. We've done a lot of shopping there. It was a blessing. My mother-in-law has done a lot for us and our baby, and been truly blessed by family members as well. A lot of family has gotten them a lot of new things. We didn't have a baby shower. We had a lot of the stuff that we needed, but we got a mountain of diapers, got a lot of, he's not going to be in newborn stuff too long. He fits in 0 to 3 months pretty good already. But we didn't buy a whole lot of newborn, because you never know how big they're going to be. 8 pounds, 9 ounces isn't a small baby. So he's equally proportioned. So yeah, awesome. Let's see here. Appreciate you coming in, Den. I don't know if you've seen Will or not, but I introduced him twice on the video, once at the beginning and once just a few minutes ago. So if you want to watch it after the live is over, you can meet little Will, and we'll be happy to as he grows and get him on a live here or there and in a video. Hopefully we can get out and do a family camp and for too much longer. It'll be a little while, but we're excited to do a first family camp together. But yeah, let me get off that here and let's get back into the sales deals again, bargains. But yeah, this EcoFlow, if anybody's needing a good power bank, it's over half off. Like I said, you save $480 on it. It's $419 right now. It's normally $899. They have different versions. They have this is the 190,000 milliamp one. They have a 190.1.2 and a 380 milliamp version as well. The price goes up, but if you go to Walmart and put in EcoFlow Delta 2 Lite, you'll see this. This is the first one that comes up for 419, and then they have all the other listed down below and all the prices. It goes 419, 619, 688, and then $819. So good deal on if anybody's needing a power bank for sure. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's prayers and support while I've been gone. And it was a surprise, gender and name, everything. So we wanted to wait until after he's born to give the good news and so we could show him and so everybody can meet him. So we're super excited. Thank you, Dan. He can hang and sleep in your hammock bag next to you when you're going camping. Hey, it's funny you say that, Randy, because One Wind and Hanging High has gear hammocks, and I thought it'd be really cool to get one of those little gear hammocks and hang above my hammock where he's right above me and have him hang in his little hammock and sleeping bag. I thought that would be pretty cool. Hey, Glenn, how you doing, man? It's been forever. Appreciate you coming in. If you haven't, if you didn't see earlier, you might want to go back in the video. I introduced my son that we had, little Will. So anybody that missed the surprise reveal, you can go back in earlier in the video and meet my son. Yeah, I thought that would be awesome, Randy. The little gear hammock. Like, I don't know if everybody's seen Tony's One Wind hammock he's got, but he's got the little gear hammock for it. That it's intended to put underneath your hammock to put your shoes and coat and gear, underneath your hammock. But I thought that'd be pretty cool to hang them above me, and that would be pretty cool. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate it. But yeah, this is good. Let me get to the next item here. That's a nice power bank if anybody's interested in needing a power bank for overlanding or car camping. This little, we're moving on to Bass Pro now. Bass Pro little cooler. It's really cool. It's like almost like a mini, I'm not going to say Yeti, but it's kind of that type of style. But it's normally $68 and it's on sale for $39.77. So pretty cool deal at Bass Pro. Be good for hunting, fishing. It'd be perfect for throwing your kayak with you or four-wheeler. I know Adventures with Ken has four-wheeler you could throw on there and have you put enough stuff in it for a little overnighter. Pretty cool. Take it hunting, fishing. I thought about for the kayak, that'd be a great little cooler for the kayak. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal. You save $28.20. It's got 4.4 on the reviews. So I look at the reviews and mostly 4 stars or higher. I usually shoot for. But I thought that was a good deal, especially for Bass Pro. Definitely Bass Pro brand. But yeah, they have the camo, and then it looks like a khaki color as well. It holds 9 cans. So that'll give you a rough estimate. It's not huge, but you could pack a sandwich and a couple drinks and chips, and you could pack enough stuff to cook a little meal if you're camping, doing an overnighter. I thought that was a good item. All right, next item looks like backpack. Ursa, if you're in here still, I know they love backpacks. I don't know if they're still looking for one, but this is a Sen Bell Canyon 45-liter backpack. It's normally $120. It's on clearance for $89.97. That's a really good deal. The reviews is the only bad part. It's not the best reviews in the world. It's 3.0, but it's only 2 reviews. So I didn't really read the reviews on it, but with only 2 reviews, if one person gives a bad review, then that really kills it. But be worth checking out if you're around a Bass Pro to see if they have one in stock at your Bass Pro. But for $90, yeah, that's a pretty good, especially for a Sen backpack. It's a good deal, I thought. But it only comes in this blue color. It doesn't look like it comes in any other color. Color is called Skydiver. Yeah, Bass Pro. So if you're needing a backpack, it's a pretty nice looking backpack. Next one's another backpack, another Sen backpack, the Henny Berry 65 liter. This one's for women, so I want to try to start hitting some women's gear too, because I know there's a lot of ladies that come in here, and I want them to be able to get some good gear too and good deals. A lot of stuff's universal, but backpacks are men and women both. This one's got 3.3 on the review. It's only got 8 reviews, so that's not very many reviews. So I would look at it in person. But it's normally $149.99, and it's $112.97. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. You save $37. Bass Pro, that's pretty good for Bass Pro and a Sen. The Sen's a pretty good brand, so might be worth looking for if any of you ladies are interested in a new backpack. Next one is another backpack, and this is a men's backpack. It's a 55-liter Rattlesnake Ascend backpack. 4.8 on the reviews. The reviews are super good on this one. It's a nice looking bag. Looks like blue only on this one. $104.97 is the price. And it's normally $139.99. So you save $35.02, which that's not too bad for a name brand backpack. And it being 55 liters, not too terrible. Nice looking bag. If anybody's interested in backpacks. I know a lot of people don't do hiking anymore, but I know there's a lot that still do. So some really good bags. Next item, thought was pretty cool. It's a Camelback Max Gear bottle pouch to attach to any of your bags or your gear. Camelback's a pretty good brand, obviously. 4.5 on the reviews. It's normally $33.50. It's on clearance for $19.97. Pretty good deal. If you have a military bag, that would be a nice addition for your Nalgene bottle or your stainless steel water bottle. It's a nice little pouch. Multicam. It looks like it only comes in the multicam too, but a lot of these things you'll have to look and see if you have a Bass Pro near you and see if they have one in stock. Sometimes they have them in stock where they can mail them to you too. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Let's see what else we got here. A wool blanket. Yeah, this is a good deal here. We're switching to Amazon now. The last ones were Bass Pro. This is some Amazon deals that I caught. This wool blanket comes in gray, navy, and olive green. You can get it in 62 by 84 for $29.99 or 66 by 90 for $32.99. But $30 for a wool blanket, that's a really good deal. It's 70% wool, heavy duty military style, fire retardant, of course. And if nothing else, throw one in your car for emergency blanket, be awesome. If you get an accident or it's wintertime and you're stranded, your car breaks down, it'd be nice to have an extra blanket. 4.2 on the reviews, so I thought that was a really good deal. That was cheaper than I got mine for. Really nice blanket. Let's see here. Next item. Yeah, $29.99 for a wool blanket. That's a good deal. Here, that butane stove I showed earlier, this windscreen for it, I thought it was a really good deal. The amount of plates right here, this is a 10 plate version here in the picture. It's $5.99. That's a really good deal. You've got a 12 plate and a 16 plate version as well. The 12 plate is $7.99. 16 plate is $9.99. So really good deal. If any of you, I know Randy's got one of these stoves, and several of you do. 4.3 on the reviews. I've got a couple of these little screens for my alcohol stoves and twig stoves and that type of stuff. They work really well. But yeah, if anybody's needing a windscreen for their stove, which when it's windy, you sure need one. Really good deal. I know sleeping bags are good. This is not a mummy bag. This is a 0 degree flannel, extra large for adults, so big and tall. I know a lot of us are tall. Some of us are big too. Really nice looking sleeping bag. Comes in different colors: the black, blue, green, navy blue, olive brown, and black and something. There's 2 black colors, but several different color options. You've got a left zip. Left zip is $74.99 and right zip is $69.99. Don't ask me why the left zip's more, but they're both 90 inches by 39 inches. Really good size. For $69.99 for a 0 degree flannel lined bag, I thought was a killer deal. 4.5 on the reviews too, which are really good. And there's a lot of reviews on it too. I know Amazon reviews are iffy, but there's 1,848 reviews, so that's a lot. And to be at 4.5, I thought that was a pretty good deal. So if anybody's looking for a good winter bag, that would be a good option for you. Because, a good bag like that's always well over $100. And normally it's even full price is only $74.99. So it's, it's only $10 off right now. Well, not even $10 off. It's only like $6 off. 7% off right now, but still, that's a really good deal. Let's go to the next one. Tent stakes. Everybody needs tent stakes. These aren't my favorite, but they're better than the ones that come with tents. I've got a lot of these. These work really well, but these plastic in the wintertime usually get brittle and break off over time, but they still work really well even without the plastic. But for 12 pieces, 12 of them for $9.99. Yeah, you can't beat that. They're normally $13 for 12. They're 7 inches. They come in green, orange, black. So 4.5 on the review of those. They work really well. But yeah, anybody can use better tent stakes than what come with tents. Or I use these with my pop-up awning as well, or not awning, but pop-up canopy. Work super good. But that's less than $1 a piece. So next one, solar panel to go with that solar power generator, that EcoFlow we showed earlier. This is a 100 watt. It's a EBL brand. I can't remember who else I've subscribed to on YouTube that has the EBL brand. I don't know if I can't remember who has it. Somebody does. I can't remember. But 4.6 on the reviews, really good reviews. It's a good brand. The 100 watt version is $124.99. It's normally $140. It's a really good deal. And then they have the 200 watt version for $199. It's normally $329. So that's the best deal. The 200 watt for $199 is a really good deal. So if you're looking for some fold up solar panels for a power generator or solar power generator, I thought that was a great deal. And then this is a massive tarp. Holy cow. This is a really nice tarp. I love that stove. Yeah, I love mine too, Randy. Sorry, I have to close the window down of the bargains to see the chat. But yeah, that stove works great. I love mine as well. Works super good. It doesn't like the super cold weather, but for fall and even winter, if you put the butane fuel in your pocket or in your sleeping bag and keep it warm, it works pretty all right. Some of us just fat though. Yep, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I know I am. I've gained a lot of weight. But here, yeah, this big tarp, man, if anybody's needing a big tarp, awesome. This is a 17-foot by 10-foot gear top, pretty decent brand, 4.3 on the reviews. Huge tarp, $65.99. Now, where can you get a 17 by 10 tarp for $65.99? That blew my mind. I mean, that is amazing. And I think that's the everyday price. I couldn't find a sell on it. And if you get a different color, if you get the pine cone or the vanilla khaki, it's $1 less, $64.99. But it comes in camo green, charcoal green, pine cone, and vanilla khaki. So you've got 5 different colors to choose from for even under $70. I mean, that's a huge tarp. You could put, like the picture shows, you can put your tent and your whole kitchen setup, your whole setup underneath it. And I see Luke from Outdoor Gear Review, he uses one like this off the back of his SUV when he car camps. So you can use some green elephant poles or some tent poles like I have, those telescopic tent poles, and make you really cool setup. But yeah, this is a lot like Herbert's got a really big tarp too, like this. But I gave more than this for both of my tarps, and I think my tarps are 12 by 10s. So this is 5 foot longer than my biggest tarp I have. Yeah, $65.99. Yeah, if you need a tarp, check that out. That's a killer deal. Now, a lot of people like coffee. I know Randy, I do. A lot of people like coffee. Stanley's a really good item. 4.7 on the reviews. It's a French press as well. $26. That's a really good deal. We got two color of stainless as choices. One's a darker stainless and then one's a shinier stainless, but $26. That's an everyday price. That's not on sale, but I thought that was a huge bargain. I've got a Stanley cook set with the 2 cups in it. I really like it a lot. So Stanley's always a good brand. But if you're looking for a French press, all-in-one boil plus French press, 32 ounces is the size, $26. Super good deal. All right, we got some tents. I do have a hot tent and a hot stove, a couple hot tents in here too, Randy. I know a lot of you guys are into hot tenting, so this isn't a hot tent, obviously, but it is a Nature Hike Cloud River 2 3-person tent. Luke on Toller Outdoor Gear Review has this one and has reviewed this one, so it's got 4.5 on the reviews. It's a really nice, popular Nature Hike tent. It's $69.99. Now, I don't know. I've never seen a 3-person tent for $69.99. It's normally $90. Even at $90, I thought it was a huge bargain for this tent. They had the 3-person version for $89.99. Wait. Oh, the brown. It's a 2-person's at $69.99. The 3-person's the $89.99. Excuse me. So the $69 is a 2-person, which still $69 for a Nature Hike tent is a good deal. And obviously, it's full of mesh up here. Really good. I would say a 3-season tent. Really nice. It's got the awning here that you can put tent poles. I'm assuming it comes with the tent poles. Those may be trekking poles. I'm not 100% positive. But yeah, either way, $69.99 for a 2-person or $89.99 for a 3-person. That's super cheap. I mean, you can't even hardly get a tent of that quality at Walmart or Academy. So I definitely put that. That's probably my favorite deal of the day is that tent. Luke rant and raves over this tent. He highly rates this tent as well. So hence is why it has 4.5 on the reviews. Yeah, that's a great deal. If anybody's needing a tent, that's even better than that. Well, the only better one I've seen is that one I've talked about a couple times from Menards. It's finally sold out, but it was under $35. It was a super good deal too. All right, I got a couple more tents after this, but this is a hammock deal for anybody's looking for a hammock too. Of course, I support One Wind and Hanging High, but I thought this was a good deal. Nightcat is a pretty decent company. It's got a 4.4 on the review. It's a 4-in-1 hammock with rain tarp. So you get your hammock, and it's 11-foot hammock. You get your hammock and your tarp. You get your tree straps, your carabiners, your stakes, and your guy lines, everything. It comes in camo or green, camouflage. The whole set's $136.41. It's normally $160 for the set, but like you say, a good tarp is going to run you 65 plus, for just a tarp, and an 11-foot hammock is going to be $60 to $100 depending on the brand and what type of hammock it is. It's got a built-in bug net. Yeah, I thought a really good deal. If somebody wants to get into hammocking, it's like I said, 11 foot. It comes with everything, tarp and everything. Just doesn't come with the underquilt or top quilt. But yeah, I thought that was a really good deal. Nightcat, 11 foot, comes with the tarp and the hammock, $136.41. Next one, another tent. Kloss Nature Crooks lightweight tent for backpacking. They've got a 1-person, 2-person, 3-person, and 4-person. 4.5 on the review. They got green, blue, gray, khaki, and orange. The 1-person 68. The 2-person 71. 3-person's 85, and the 4-person's 94. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Pretty comparable with that Nature Hike. Of course, the Nature Hike's a name brand. This is I've heard of this brand before, but it's definitely not a Nature Hike or One Tigress. But with the reviews and I've seen it online a couple times, I would say it would definitely be worth the price. It looks nice. All right, I'll go to the next one. If anybody's looking for a nice lightweight, ultralight cot, this is kind of like the one that Todd Champion has, and a lot of people online have the similar to this. It's got 4.6 on the review, which is awesome for that type of cot. Comes in army green, black, blue, green, and gray for $66.99. It's a really good deal. They're normally $79.99, so 16% off. If anybody's needing a cot for your tent or work good in an overland vehicle or hot tent, thought that was a really good deal. Here's a self-inflating air mattress. You've got beige in color. It's a Nature Hike 4-inch. The 4-inch beige self-inflating mat is $59.99. It's 25% off. It's normally $79.99. Good deal on that. 4.4 on the review. They have a green 2-inch for $49.99. So I thought that was a good deal. That's normally $69.99. So anybody looking for a good air mattress, the 4-inch one would make a good one for car camping or tent camping. Not ultra lightweight. It's extra ultra thick foam. The 4-inch would be super comfortable. I thought that was a good deal. $60 for a self-inflating name brand air mattress. Pretty good. Okay, another tent. Here's the first hot tent. Hey, Skeeter, how you doing, brother? I was looking at my hot tent stove this afternoon. Give me butterflies. I'm ready. Yeah. Winter's here, man. It's going to be nice to have the cooler weather. Good to see you, Skeeter, my brother. But yeah, this hot tent, I thought of you, Randy. Nature Hike, I believe. Trying to remember who has this tent. I just watched the review on it. I don't know if it's Luke at Total Outdoor Gear Review or one of the people I watched has this tent. I can't remember. I meant to go look today and I forgot. But it's a 2-person or a 4-person. They got 2 and a 4-person. The 2-person is $269.10, which is normally $329. So yeah, 18% off. I thought was a good deal. $269 is right up there for a pretty decent deal on a hot tent. It's pretty comparable to most others, and it's a Nature Hike. It's the massive hot tent. It's got the stove jack, 4-season tent, waterproof, windproof, UPF 50 plus. Yeah, nice looking tent. The 4-person version is $399 for a 4-person. 2-person is $269. So pretty decent price on either one of those if somebody's looking for a good hot tent. 4.3 on the reviews, so pretty nice looking little tent. Next one's another hot tent, King Camp. King Camp's pretty decent brand. I know Randy has a couple of the hot tent stoves for King Camp. I know a lot of people has some of the hot tent King Camp tents. It's lightweight, waterproof, 4.2 on the review. Let's see here, hot tent with floor. You're looking at $179.99. It's normally $209.99. 14% off right now. That's a pretty good deal. And if you want the hot tent with the inner tent, it's $259.99. It's usually $289.99. So yeah, if you're looking for a hot tent, that's a pretty good deal. 4.2 on the review. I thought that was a pretty good deal for a hot tent. Windshield going in tomorrow. Hopefully I can still make it to Maha. Yeah, I hope you can too, Skeeter. I did see that post. I'm sorry to hear that you need a windshield. Hey, Adam. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Hey, Skeeter, Adam, if you guys go back earlier in my video, the awesome news is earlier in my video. My wife and I are happy parents of a healthy, happy little baby boy. His name's Will. So if you guys want to meet little Will, he's earlier in the video, and I'm sure he'll make some surprise visits here or there throughout time, but we kind of kept it a secret, the gender and the name till birth. So kind of hence why we waited so long to introduce him to everybody and tell everybody why I've been out for so long. But he was born September 10th. He's 12 days old today. So yeah, if you guys want to catch up and meet him later and earlier in the video. Let's see here. Yeah, this hot tent looks pretty cool. My hot tent has been up since last winter. Oh, Den, you've kept yours up that long? Wow. King Camp stoves are great. Yeah, most King Camp brands everybody seems to like. So, yeah, I'd highly recommend it. And I usually go by reviews too. You can see the fake reviews, but most people don't lie on reviews, a lot of them, unless you can tell they get them for a review. And a lot of people will give a good review even if it's junk, but I sure wouldn't do that. All right. One Tiger's Rock Fortress hot tent, stove jack, 4-season, 4. They have a 4 and a 6-person, or 4 to 6-person, it says. This is a 4 to 6-person, 4.4 on the review. They got coyote brown and green are the 2 colors. The coyote brown, they're both $242.98. They're 10% off. They're normally $269.98. That's not too terrible for a good size hot tent. Nice looking tent. I've seen this one online as well. Nice little hot tent. But here's the nice hot tent stove. I thought was a pretty good deal. It's a Nature Hike ice-filled hot tent stove. 4.6 on the review, 47.2 inches of chimney pipes. Not too bad. You can always buy more to extend it if you want. $139.99 is the price. It's only 7% off right now. It's normally $150, but $140. That's a pretty good price for a stove. It's not a bad looking stove. It's got your viewing glass and your vent. It's not super high, so I don't know if the legs fold down. I didn't look at that, but I'm assuming the legs pop down so it sits up higher, I'm sure. But $140 for a hot tent stove was pretty good with it 4.6 on the reviews. I thought that was a good deal. Hi, Fishing Geek. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for stopping by. I just mentioned, I don't know how long you've been in, but I mentioned I gave everybody the good news earlier in the video. So if you want to meet my son, Will, my wife and I had our little son on September 10th. So if you, after the video is over, you can go back and meet Will, or you can do it now. But if you want to wait until afterwards, that's cool too. But yeah, that hot tent stove I thought was a pretty good deal. Been Nature Hike as well. Next item, of course, is the 11-foot one-wind hammock. Can't go wrong with it. They've got it camo, OD green, and it's a double width, of course. Comes with the buckle system, your ridgeline, your ridgeline organizer, tree straps, bug net, everything except for tarp. 4.6 on the reviews. Looking at $69.90. Can't go wrong with the one wind for sure. I love my 12-foot. So if you're wanting to get into hammock camping, I'd highly recommend it. Very good. $69.90. It's a really good deal. I think besides hanging high hammock, it's probably the best hammock for under $100 that I think you can buy, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't tried all of them, but how good a quality they are, and yeah, you can't go wrong with them. And to go with the tarps and all that, I thought it'd be good to. I haven't put any tent poles on, but these tent poles will go up to 7.6 feet. A 4-pack of them runs $67.99. You can get 2 of them for $39.99, or 4 of them for $67.99. 4.5 on the reviews. Good deal, real good deal. So if you're wanting some telescopic tent poles, I mean, they're not going to be Green Elephant quality, but I've got some similar to these, and I'm very happy with mine. I think I gave close to that price, maybe 58 to 60 for 4 of mine. So they're a lot like mine, except mine didn't come with the guidelines and tent stakes. So you get all this for that price, which is a really good deal. So if anybody's needing any tent poles, totally recommend those for sure. Thank you, Fishing Geek. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're blessed, highly blessed to have him. Oh, ice fishing. Yeah, Dan, that sounds like awesome. Oop, sorry, I'm putting their message up on the screen. Sorry. Let's see here. Oop, I did it again. I'm about to use the scroller. Let's see here. I'm missing some. Hey, Ventures with Ken. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Long time no see. I'm not sure why I didn't get the notification you were live. Yeah, I posted a post earlier too yesterday, hoping people would get my post too. I posted that I was going live. Plus, I posted my live earlier this week. So, yeah, I don't know why people aren't getting notifications. I had to go through and reset all notifications to get some notifications because I wasn't getting some for a while too, but I went through and turned all mine off and then re-clicked all on all the ones I wanted. And knock on wood, I've been getting my notifications, but let's see here. But yeah, Ken, we had I don't know if you heard me earlier, but we had our little baby boy. His name's Will. But yeah, you can go back earlier in the video and meet our little bundle of joy. Let's see here. Yeah, Randy, I'd love to go ice fishing too. That's one of my bucket lists. I'm doing well, Ken. I hope you're doing well as well. We're doing really good. Baby's happy, mama's happy and healthy. Everybody's doing well. Doing all right. Had to drop the 32-gallon tank from the Suburban tonight to replace a fuel pump. Oh, buddy, that sucks. I hate doing fuel pumps. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, brother. All right. So those tent poles are a good deal. I think the next one I have are tent poles too. Of course, they're the Green Elephant brand, which is the most highly favored ones on YouTube right now. Everybody's likes the Green Elephant. Mine are I'm happy with. I believe they're just as good quality as the Green Elephant. Mine look almost identical to the Green Elephant. The last ones I showed were slightly different, but these look almost exactly like mine, except mine are green. Tops look exact same as mine. 4.6 on the reviews, obviously. 4-pack is $89.97. The 4-pack of the cheaper ones are $67. So if you want to pay the 20 to $30 extra to get the Green Elephant, it's not too bad of a deal for 4. 2 of them are 50. 4 of them are 90. They're normally 95 and 70. So pretty good deal for sell on the Green Elephant tarp or tent poles. Good deal. And of course, I had to support Trevor's hammocks, really nice hammocks. His 11-foot rim hammock here. I know Ursa bought one and sent to Skeeter. Skeeter, you're in here. I've got the same one as well. I love it. And this is the one I gave away on the 500 subscriber giveaway. Trevor's an awesome dude. Of course, 5-star review, of course. But for $60, it's even cheaper, almost $10 cheaper than the One Win. And he's American made, American company. So I definitely support Trevor. He does source his materials from all over the world, but he gets everything. He's American company. So, of course, most companies in the U.S. source they say they're 100% American made. Some of them are, but some of them do get their fabrics from overseas and they don't tell you. But I'm not going to name any names. It don't matter. I don't really care. I mean, you're still supporting an American company. 30-day money-back guarantee. Trevor will send it out free shipping, 3 to 5 days, super quick. Super good guy. And, of course, you can use my code on my site, get you 10% off that. So I think you can get this rim hammock for $54 with my code. Super good hammock, built-in bug net. You can remove the bug net as well. It's got a Whippy Sling Ridge line. It's got a gear caddy. It's got everything that the One Win has. The tree straps, buckle system. I'd highly recommend One Win or Hanging High. Both amazing hammocks. If people want actual camping hammocks, 11-foot or bigger, I would suggest, if you're getting into it, start off with a One Win or a Hanging High, and you'll be a lot happier than going through all the rigmarole that I had to starting out, because they didn't have a lot of these camping hammocks when I first started. I went through all the box store hammocks and didn't know all the permanent ridge lines and all that stuff. So once I got a hold of Shug's videos and learned a lot about hammocks, it would have saved me a lot of money and time just starting off getting a better hammock. But for $60, like I said, $54 with my discount, it'll save you guys money. So go over and see Trevor if you want a good hammock. Next one, of course, is another hammock. And if you want a bigger one, ultra wide 12-foot. Trevor actually has an ultra wide 12-foot. It's a little more. It's $110. But obviously you can see all the different colors they come in too. Big, really good hammock. Well, this is the suspension colors, and the hammock comes in blue or gray. But for 12-foot ultra wide, 110, pretty good deal. But yeah, you get $11 off that, so you get it for just a little under $100, like $99 with my discount code, so not too bad. But that's it. There's back to the tent, so that's all the segment bargain deals that I have for this live. But I thought there was a lot of good deals. I tried to mix it up with hammocks and tents and hot tents and a little bit of everything this time. Hey, Alaska Wild Serenity, I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. I checked out your last video earlier today. I haven't got the chance to comment on it. Seen that you got those wood clamps and a book from your viewers. That was awesome. Did your little chores, getting ready for winter. Well, it's going to hit soon up there in Alaska. Herbert T, I missed you coming in, brother. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in. Magnus Rias. Cooter Brown knows who I am. That's awesome. Appreciate you, brother. I'm here, but hanging in the shadows. Yeah, Herbert, you have to go and watch after the live and check out my surprise reveal that I introduced my son. My wife and I had a little baby boy. His name's Will. Alaska Wild Serenity. That's for you too. I know you touch base with me on a personal level. I appreciate the support, brother. But that was kind of the surprise reveal. My wife and I had a miracle baby boy born on September 10th. So if you want to meet little Will, he's sleeping right now. But if you want to meet Will, he was in the video twice earlier. Yeah, Hanging High has great customer service, man. Trevor's an outstanding guy. He's a really businessman and stands behind his equipment, and he makes everything right. He really does good. I was impressed with him. Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver, how you doing, my friend? First live stream, yep. Sorry I missed yours today. I noticed after getting ready to go live today, I missed yours. We were busy earlier today. I missed your live, but I'm going to watch some of your past lives and try to catch you live soon. Appreciate you coming in, brother. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Woodchucker. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's a blessing, man. God blessed us so much. He's such a good little baby boy. 8 pounds, 9 ounces, 21 inches. He was born September 10th at 10 a.m. in the morning. Thank you, Alaska Wild Serenity. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was our miracle baby. We've had 2 other miscarriages and been trying for 9 years. So, and then going through what we went through in the last almost 2 years, losing 3 of our parents. God gives you blessings in the midst of tragedy. And, the ironic thing is my wife was pregnant through most of the last days of her dad's life. And it's close to home that little Will was there with us when we got to say goodbye to Dad. Don't worry about it. No worries. Well, I'll definitely catch one, Woodchucker. I love that chainsaw carving. Really enjoy watching that. So I definitely will check your lives out and check your channel out. I'm just now getting more time since he's been born. And of course, the first couple of weeks, him getting settled at home has been up or down, but I'm going to try to get more consistent back on things. I'm not promising my live every Monday, but I might start with that first. It's harder for me to get out and do camps right now with him being so new, but I'm going to try, I think, this coming week to this week, maybe see, I don't know. I probably can't get a video out until next week if I do a camp this week, but I'm going to try to do a camp. If not, I'll do a camp and live like I did before, at least. Our Creator has blessed you with a precious gift. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Yeah, it was only God. You know, my wife and I was laughing the other day when we were sitting there looking at him when he's asleep on her. He's like, he's so precious, so perfect. You know, we couldn't have made something this beautiful. It's definitely the Lord. You know, not to get on a preaching soapbox, but when I've had a lot of atheist friends in the past that didn't believe in God, and I'm like, if just look at a baby, you know, it's a miracle in itself. You know, that alone will be enough for me to believe. You're going to be a great dad. Oh, I appreciate it. I do have 4 older children that are grown. It was funny. My young, prior to Will being born, my youngest daughter, she turns 20 November 11th. So she was telling me when I went up before Will was born, I went up and seen her and my granddaughter, which was in St. Louis. And that's another reason I've been out, is because my granddaughter has leukemia, and appreciate all the prayers and thoughts. But yeah, she goes, Dad, you haven't been a dad in 20 years. I said, tell me about it. But, you know, having a granddaughter, and she's my only granddaughter, has been amazing, but it's nothing like having your own baby. Yeah. Thank you, Alaska Wild Serenity. I appreciate that. It is. Gift of a little one. Thank you for the prayers, which my granddaughter definitely needs it. She just had her final and last round of bone marrow transplant. So she's got 100 days. She's in remission. So this is pretty much all that they said they could do for her. So she's got to stay up around the hospital for 100 days after her bone marrow transplant before they can discharge her. So I pray for a speedy recovery and that she gets to come home soon. I'm going to take Will up to meet my granddaughter and my daughter. So she's excited to see her baby brother. Whenever you're ready, buddy. I appreciate it. Definitely makes you cry looking at your baby. Yeah. And him being a miracle, like I said, we've tried since we've been together and had 2 miscarriages. And the last was identical twins. So it was really, really tough on us. And it was definitely a miracle. This means you have 4 babysitters. Yep. Got a lot of people. Grandma's here. Her mom's still with us. She lives only less than 5 miles away from us. So we're blessed to have Mom so close. She's such a blessing to us. She's an amazing mom. She's always been from day one. I feel she's just as much my mom as my mom was. She's a great mom. We have Will has a great grandma, and you know, I just wish the other 3 parents would have been able to meet them, but you know, eventually they're going to meet face to face in heaven. So we're excited about that. I know they're happy right now and they know he's here, but it's not like, you know, them holding him and being there when he's born, but you know, they were there in spirit, which what matters most. Absolutely. Alaska Wild Serenity. Yeah, we're looking forward to our first family camp out together. Hopefully in the next 6 months or so, maybe we can get out. Probably more towards spring. Before my wife didn't really like the cold. So, and you know, getting the baby out, I don't want to really get out in the wintertime. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to our first family camp out together. It's going to be fun. Thank you for the prayers, Den. I appreciate it. Her name's Aaliyah. My granddaughter that has leukemia. So yeah, if you're you're not religious or not, don't believe, that's fine. Just positive thoughts is awesome too. But it's been real tough losing our three parents, and my granddaughter's sick. And then, amidst the, like I said earlier in the video live, amidst of all this tragedy, God's always faithful and will bless you if you stay faithful. And, you can always find something good out of it. And I knew something huge was coming because we didn't know. We didn't know for 5 months that my wife was pregnant. Amazing. In which we was going through the stress of her losing her dad and my parents, and it happened the way it happened for a reason. So we're so happy. Definitely we'll stay strong with Chucker. The Lord's will be done, and we've all accepted that. Of course, you always want to keep your family members as long as you can, but if it's God's will in my book, I can't be selfish if it's their time to go, to keep them here any longer than God's will, Been out of touch too. I'm in the middle of a move, having a live at Johnny's house and all my stuff in storage. Having to live at Johnny's house, buying a house in Oklahoma, but just flip it and stay here. Don't know. Yeah. Whatever you decide, Randy, man, we're all here to support you, brother. And we'll definitely get together, even if you do go to Oklahoma. That's not too far over in that area. Even if we meet like halfway or meet at Grand Lake or whatever. And there's a lot of good places to camp in Oklahoma. Yeah, Ken, I appreciate you, man. And I know I've seemed to be, maybe not as friendly towards everybody or been engaged with everybody, but that's kind of how I am and how we are as a family, is we just totally focus on what matters the most. And, I know all you guys understood and very supportive, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate all the prayers, encouragement, friendships. You guys are amazing. I know I don't tell you enough. Alaska Wild Serenity reached out. I appreciate you so much, brother. Lots of prayers and thoughts. I'm making you cry. I'm sorry, Woodchucker. It is what it is. When life gets tough, the tough gets going. Absolutely. Life isn't all, perfect. Life isn't all happy. You just can't, whether you're a person of faith or not, that's out the window. I hope a lot of people are, and I wish that, but even that, it doesn't take a believer to know that life is hard sometimes, and we've got to accept it and move on. But me as a believer, I know all three of our parents are in a better place, and we will see them again. And that's our encouragement for our son's sake and my granddaughter's sake. It would be tough. I'm standing strong in faith that he's going to heal her, and it's his will that she will be fine. But we also, I had a long conversation with my daughter. I said, we've also got to come to a point that maybe God's timing is, he needs her more than we do. So, we can't hold that against him, no matter how much you love your family. I know I'll see her again. Eternity's a lot longer than this short life. Even if you live to 100 years old, that's a very short time compared to eternity. And if anything, he may use it for his glory and to touch somebody else's life, and to see that there is more to life than this. Everybody here knows I don't have to preach about nothing, and I don't ever want to seem like I do, but we all know this world's hard, and it's getting bad, and getting worse, and it's going to get worse. Faith alone carries all. Absolutely. Yep, it does. My first live stream with you, and I'm glad I didn't miss this. I think it was meant to be. You have a lot of support here and in your family. Awesome night. I appreciate you coming in, Woodchucker. I do. This is the best community on YouTube by far. give the baby lots of kisses. Absolutely. Yeah, he loves his kisses. He loves cuddling. He's such a love bug. He's a good boy. Very blessed, and highly favored and blessed for sure. But appreciate you coming in, Woodchucker. I really do. So glad you're in here, Herbert. It feels like I haven't talked to all of you guys in forever. I miss everybody. I love this community. I just can't say it enough. This community is awesome. But yeah, I'm probably not going to stay much longer. I don't know. I don't have a lot more to talk about. I don't want to make any promises right now. I'm going to try. If I'm going to do a live, I always post a live early before time. I always schedule it for ahead, and I always try to, not always, but I always try to put a post as well in the community tab so people can catch the live, but I know people don't get notified. I appreciate it, Woodchucker. I really do. I appreciate the support that everybody shows, and I've got plenty of content to catch up on myself, and I will catch up on everybody's content. Like I said, on my time off, I've went through a lot of my subscription list and went through and removed a lot that I just can't support. I mean, when you got hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions, it's just impossible to watch everybody's content. And, you shouldn't feel guilty when you subscribe, because like when you're in live streams and somebody's like, oh, I subscribe to you, and they want you to subscribe to them, but then their content's not something that you are really going to watch and support. So I'd much rather not be subscribed to a channel and not support them, but I'd rather have 100 good subscribers that support my channel and watch my content than 1,000 that don't even watch. So I made a short of my ASMR video and released it tonight. I have actual ASMR videos coming out next Monday night. Okay, Ken, I'll definitely watch those for sure. Appreciate you letting me know. I'll let you go. Have a good night. I'm going to go clean up my chainsaw carving shop. I appreciate it, Woodchucker. Have a good night. Thanks for hopping in. And like I said, I'm going to go back and watch your last live, and hopefully I catch your next live, and definitely catch up on some of your content as well. I appreciate you, brother. Alaska Wild Serenity. Appreciate your thumbs up. Yep, thumbs ups. Yeah, it doesn't help subscribing if you're not going to watch. That's smart. Yeah. I mean, it does help, I guess, get you to 500 or 1,000. But after that, once you get to that point, if they're not supporting your channel, it really doesn't help your channel grow. Just, I know everybody knows that. Bye, Woodchucker. Have a good night. Yeah, it's I know we've talked about it numerous times, but I don't really like talking about channel growth and all that, but I know everybody's interested in it, and I just appreciate our community, like I say over and over again, because you guys are always there. I know if I need anything, if I need prayers, or most of you are a phone call away or message away, and even if you're not close enough to be here, like Ken, I know, has reached out, and many of you guys have, and it's much appreciated. I hope I don't come across as not appreciative enough, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. It's just been real tough. And you all know, you guys go through stuff too. And I know Randy's going through a lot right now, and I appreciate every one of you, but I think I'm going to call it here and get ready to go. Hope all of you guys have a good night. And like I said, thanks for coming in and supporting me and being here. And like I said, if you didn't catch earlier, go back and catch Will in the video and see him. He's so cute. No, not at all. I completely understand. I appreciate it, Ken. I really do. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe to get out and do a camp. I don't know if I'm going to video it. I'll probably video it, and then hopefully I can do another live next Monday, but I'm not going to promise anything right now. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I'm glad you came in, Ken. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys a lot. If you're still in here, Woodsman, I appreciate you, Randy, Herbert, every one of you. So, Den, Skeeter. I know I'm missing a bunch of Woodchucker, and Alaska Wild Serenity. Appreciate you, brother. So, yep. Well, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. And hopefully I'll get a video out. And maybe if not, I'll get to see you on next Monday, Lord willing, and if all works out. So, guys, have a good week. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you as soon as I can. See you guys later. Good to see you too. Have a good night, Den. Be blessed. Yep. Definitely blessed and highly favored. Thank you, Alaska Wild Serenity. Have a good night, Den. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night, Ken. Have a good night, Herbert. Have a good night, Woodsman. Randy, have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Good night.